Hi, you guys. How are you? It's really a pleasure to be live tonight to bring some review and analysis from the International Crazyhouse Season 1 Grand Prix 5. And tonight, I asked the question whether one of our known players, CIW from France, was going to win. And it turned out that people were set to make sure that they could upset the French player. And tonight we had about 28 players playing tonight, and tonight, from what we can see on the screen, tonight's victory went to Morlokk from Germany, Morlokk is a member of the House of Discord, which is one of the chess groups in the Discord server. He's been constantly present in most of our in-house tournaments. So congratulations to Morlokk from Germany. And in second place, we had Crazyberg from Nigeria, Choi. We still not know much about this player. We've got IM Odenov Brass, who is from Russia, in fourth place. We had Neometrics from Nigeria in number five. And in number six tonight, we had myself, Adet from Nigeria, although I live in the United Kingdom. In place seventh place, we have Noble Chick from Nigeria. And position eight, we have Todo from Nigeria. Alexi also is a Nigerian, and CIW himself from France. I think one thing with CIW, he was hoping to win tonight, but as you can see here, um, he lost three games. One to Morlokk, who won the tournament tonight, and also, in fact, twice to Morlokk, both here and here, and then he lost to myself. And one of the things I'm going to do tonight is just, I was so happy tonight, even though I came sixth. I was happy in the fact that I got to beat um, CIW. So I'm going to quickly go through the game that I played with CIW myself, because that was my first lovely game. And I am I'm the white pieces. So here we go. So I'll start with an E4. At first, I was going to play D4. I'm kind of a D4 player, but I thought playing someone like CIW, he's going to know so much line. So I said, you know what? Let's be a bit more positive and go for the attack. So here, so I played E4, E5. I said, okay, let's continue with Knight C3. Okay. And now my book move, Bishop C4, going in for here, see what he plays, stuff like that. So, and then he played on, which is also good. This is book. Um, Play on normal developments. Now, book says play C4, but I'm not one. I've got my own lines. This line, kinds of, the reason why I don't sometimes play this line is when you play things like D4, takes, takes, takes. Then you get all these lines here, and then say you take, you've got this coming here, you take, and then you've got 90, all those tricks. So I guess that he already knew this line, so that's why I didn't go. That's why I didn't go for the line. Okay, so we continued. Okay, so let's go back to the real game. So okay, did I actually take? Let's see where we went to. So went here, here. Okay, so we continued. This how the game continued. Okay, just develop. He played knight f4, and I think I just castled. Okay. Okay, now I think this line, I need to go back to my game. Okay, this is my game. Sorry about that. So our game continued normally. Knight c3, knight c6, bishop c4. Yeah, this is how our game continued. And then I castled. He castled. I played d3. He played e6. Now, so now going for the juggler here. I know because it's 1+1, he will know this line, but I'd rather be proactive, just be proactive in the game. So we continued. He played that. I played bishop here. I know that the moment I move this knight here, it's gonna fork here, and then oh, it's got moves on there. So I said, okay, is that what you want to do? So he comes here to protect here. Normally, I've seen him play this. I can't play knight here anyway, or here because then either he takes with knight or queen takes. I've seen him do that in many games. So I play bishop takes, so that removes the defender here. And not only that, I'm concentrating on here. So it took. I went for it. If it takes my knights, that's not a problem. I can always take with a discover check. I could do, yeah, double. This is discover check here. He will have to put in, then I go back again. So here he just took, and I just went knight. Okay, no need. I don't need to rush in to take it. I can just develop. I've got it pinned, so that's fine. So he played. Although the computer says to me that this is bad, I was thinking if I play this here, even if it takes, I take back, it's still pinned. So I don't know. Um, what was his computer said it was blunder. It's saying I should have played bishop. Ah, so it's saying to me, but wait a minute, I played this here. So let me see. This is where we are. Have I moved? No, I've moved. Okay. So it's telling me this is what I did. I went for bishop takes. Yeah, let me see. Okay, so this is where we are. And then it said my move here was wrong. So the computer said best here was knight takes f7. Uh, so knight f7 was better. So if it says if knight takes f7, which is true because it's got the queen in, so you can take well, you can take with this knight. So it says knight takes f7. Then I said, then it tells me to play knight b5. This here, knight b5. But I've seen knight b5, and then what else does he want me to play? Knight b5, um, and then d5, then knight c7, knight h3, and so that's why I didn't want all this. I didn't want all those counter attacks and everything, so I just left it. So I'm going to go back to the move I played. So this is what I played. Okay, so he plays. He goes on with. So I go. Okay. So back to my move. So we're back here now. So knight takes f7. It takes. I put my knights in there. He plays knight e5 to protect the knight. So I put in the pawn. He takes. He takes. I take back with this bishop here, and then he takes my knight. So I've lost a piece there, isn't it? Yeah, I lost a knight there. So I took it back. I took it because I wanted a pawn. I could put a pawn here. I know this has got this pin, so I just knew I could do some damage with that pawn, and also to make sure nothing can drop on this square here. So he placed this knight here, and I'm thinking, okay, wants to take my bishop, isn't it? So what do I do? So I double, and now look at this now. So it's now that I now doubled the bishop, and remember the computer already said that was the first move I should have made. That I should have doubled it up. So for next time, if I play this variation, I am going to double up the bishop immediately. Okay. So what it does, it cuts off that bishop's. Okay. So I said, okay, that's fine. So I take it, knowing that it was going to use the knight, and then I take. I don't. Okay, I took knight takes back because this is blocked. I know that he has to take back with knights and with his queen. And I know I could drop the knight here and I could drop the knight here or something. So I said, okay, that's fine. No, not too bothered. So I get a check. I get a knight in. Now, this is something that I didn't think of. When he played queen here, could this work? I'm just thinking, could this have worked? Um, pawn here goes in. If he goes here, and I drop rook here, it can take rook takes, and knight takes rook, and then rook takes back, and oh no, he can't even do that. Let's look at it. So say for example, we play this. He then it can it come out here? Mm, that won't be. I don't think it's going to be too good anyway. And even this too. And just think, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Make your choice. So if he takes his rook with queen, but then he comes, and we haven't got a pawn unless I do quick bishop takes. But then he goes with this one, and then pawn in, and it doesn't work because he could even sack here. It could even because I've only got a rook. He would just sack his queen. So that's why I didn't even go for that line. So I need to find out where I was. Okay. So we just speed up back to where we was. Okay, so I played that, and then now I played rook. Now here I did realize that he could put a knight, he can drop another knight here to check the king and then take this rook. But I thought, okay, if he does that, I can get this line, this open here and everything. So I just said, okay, let's go for it. Let's see what we do. So he went knight 10. Yep, took that. Now if he takes this, I had rook take this because I won't use the pawn because then queen can take b2 and then I could be in trouble if he's got a knight because he already got this knight, so he could start checking. I wasn't going to allow him some of those crazy tactics, so it took. I went check first. I wanted to bring the king out so that it's either he gets the king in or he brings it out. I just wanted something to kind of like get me prepared for last minute tactics or something. So he moved the king. I took rook takes. Now I have to be careful of a knight dropping on this square here because dropping a knight and then bringing this out and stuff, and then I need this rook to take it. So I said, okay, what I do first, I was gonna do it to make it two in one move. Knight attacking queen, protecting rook, and also protecting this square. So it's up to him what he wants to do. So even if he decides to take, he has to make a move to move away or take the rook. So I said, okay, it's up to you whatever you want to do. So he just left it now. Okay, now it's now got. So if I was to take his knight and he had another knight, he could easily come back here. So I had to be very careful what I was doing. So I took knight takes queen. He took bishop takes that rook. So now I can't let him take this other knight because of knight in here. And even so, he's got something here. So what did I do? Just trying to see what I did. Oh, I went for knight takes knight. Now, this is one crazy move. Um, the computer does say it's bad though, because and I think it is because it could easily have done this. It could easily have taken my bishop, and then I'm vulnerable here. So one move, I'm done, and I have to be very careful. In fact, there's a problem here. I've got a big problem here. Okay, so I think he blundered here. So let's see what he did. So after here, I went, okay. And then now look at this. This is where I mean, so he went for my queen. And what he didn't realize is that I already have this F7 covered, covering a king. And all I needed, I was looking for what can I do to get this knight out of the way. And now he made it easy for me to took the knight. And this is a big blunder because I then played the best, one of my best moves of the night. Boom, boyaka. And now he's forced to take because the king can't come here. He has to take it, and now he's vacated this square for me for my mate. Yup, 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 yup. And there you are. Boom. That was so sweet, so sweet. And I just went, mate. Oh my god, that was really something. I love that. I really love that. That was really good. That was really good. And also, let me see. I think I have a game that I played against. I'm going to look at. There's another game I want to look at that I played against. One of my best games of the night was my game against Neo Matrix. Neo Matrix, where are you? Okay, Neo Matrix. Yeah, this is the game. Wow, this was sick. I love this. This was so good. So I am the black pieces, white, neometrics is white. So start of e4, nice development. And here I knew I played bishop f4 here because I knew I wanted him to force. I was actually, this was a plan to go to, I'm planning to get my bishop here. But I thought if I put the bishop here first, he could start kicking back. But if I play bishop here, he could have an idea, maybe have a line where I was going to sack on this. So I just predicted that he was going to play d4 straight away. And then I went to my square. So it was a bit of a tactics, and he played right into my hand. So I just went for it. And um, he castled, I took it. No. I didn't want to castle. I wanted to. Now, even though it seems as if I'm going for that, that wasn't my. I just wanted to get him in a position whereby I'm not. He has to be on the defensive, and because I haven't castled, I know he can play lines where he can put pawn here and everything. But then my king is still not castled. I can move the rook here, and if maybe just move the rook here, and I've got a rook going all the way facing him. I can drop a pawn down here. I've got bishop, good line of bishop. I've got knight here. I've got knight here. So I've got a lot of pieces attack on his, on his king. So cool. So the next thing, what was the next move? Yeah, so he was defending, and I'm thinking, what are you doing? I mean, pawn. Now he's blocked his bishop. I mean, it's blocked his queen's doing nothing. I said, okay, thank you for the pleasure. Done. I now start my attack. Now here, I don't know whether because he saw the way his pieces were all locked in, he decided not to exchange because by the time he takes take, I'm already, attacking. But what he did, he just pushed the pawn forward. I said, okay, you want to do that? Okay, cool. Then I went in. Now look at this. Now this is now been attacked twice. So I've got this and I've got this. Boom. So he played bishop there. Okay, fine, not bad. But then I'm looking at could I have done knight takes. He moves this one. If he moves this one, I take this. If he moves this one, I place this. If I had a pawn, I probably would have taken. But let me see. What did I do? Yeah, I took one. Yep, I took that one on there. He took it back, and then now I put the pawn here. And the reason why I put the pawn here is that now is in a very tight situation here. All I need, if I can, is to get an exchange of a rook or a queen, and then it's mate on here. Now the fact that he hasn't got a knight to put on g3 here to protect this means he has to watch out. He has to be very tight. So I knew he was going to be a bit cagey there. So what do we do? So he goes to that. So I quickly castle. I need to get that rook. I need a rook. So he attacks my knight. Now, yes, that's what I want. So I bring my rook into play. So definitely, he's going to move that. He's going to try and put something to stop me from exchanging his rook. So, and then he played that. So I knew, and it's no use if I can't take this rook because it means nothing. I can't take rook takes knight because it's not going to do anything. And the queen is protecting the square. I need two knights attacking the square if possible. So I went in here. So now this knight here is quite strong. I can take this, bringing the king out. I've got now his bishop is tied in, and he thought it could be so. He went for his next move. Bishop takes. Now I went. The reason why I could have come up with one queen, but I needed to bring out two. Make sure I've got two pieces here protecting this. So I brought it out, attacking the rook, and that's the rook I need for winning. So he has to run helter skelter, and he chose to play go back. And the next move that I played, I don't think he expected it because I went boom. Okay, no, yeah, so that's normal. I took knight takes knight. You can't take with rook, and then I went booyaka. Now the thing is that if he takes bishop, if bishop queen takes bishop, he loses because of knight here, and that's a mate. So he had no choice. He came and played the move. And in this place here, I missed a big, big move. I missed a big, big move here, but there was no time. I mean, you're talking about 1+2. I should have played this. That's the move. That would have been the move of the night because he can't take, white cannot take it because of mate here. Um, mates. And then that would be mates. So, and if Say, for example, if you had tried this, you could even try placing like knight here, and all I would have done, I would have moved. Because if I don't move away, if I do, say, for example, knight here, he comes in knight here, attacking, and then he can get all this, and then it's going to be a bit messy. So I, I, I didn't even see that move. So I went, brought the bishop back. That okay, knowing that he hadn't, I was checking to see, okay, if he drops a knight here with check, I take, he takes, but I go in with a check, and that's mate. If he drops the knight here, I could still take, knowing that if he takes with queen, whatever it does, he needs to put a knight here. And if I take back, it's still got in trouble. So I just knew, okay, fine. I want to see what it's going to do. So I brought the bishop back, so I knew I could kick. And see the reason why I said I wanted to keep two, I wanted to put two bishops on board. Because if I just had one, could you imagine that he takes this pawn? Playing the two bishops on at the same time was a very good idea. So now his queen has to move, and then I play one of the moves of the knight, and that move was knight d3. Oh my god, what a move! Question is, where does that rook go to? If the rook goes here, I've got this, I've got that, and whatever move he plays, this pawn takes that is a check. So I don't care whatever you want to do. And if you go back, I still take knight takes. If you stay there, I still take knight take rook. So it's in trouble. And this bishop's not helping things because it's blocking. That's a square that the king would have come out. But look at this knight. This knight is making sure the king has no path this way. So what was the move I played? So let's go back. Okay. So he dropped the knight. Check. I took it. And then he played. Now this is where he did. I don't think he had time to think about this move here. And I took. And at one point, I thought, "Oh my God, I'm in trouble," because I thought if he takes this and I take rook, his queen, it's still not check, and he's gonna make me. And I thought, "What have I done?" And just as he took it, I just thought to myself, "Wait a minute, is that not a check? If I drop a knight on f3, he has to respond to that first, isn't it? And the only thing he can do is to move the queen out of the way to take the knight, and then boom, yaka yaka boom, all the way down. And ladies and gentlemen, that's what I played. Knight f3, boom, move of the night. This is my move of the night. That's the move of the night. Boom. And that was it. Oh my God. Rook takes through check. And there was nothing he could do. Mates. Oh my God. What a game. What a game. What a game. What a game. That was good. That was really, 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 really good. I was happy with that. I was happy with that. Okay. So enough about me. I'm gonna see if I can see any other upsets. So let's look at it. So we can see that Morlokk was unbeaten tonight. And if we only fair, we shook a case one of his games. So let's look at his game against CIW. Normally, I today I watched a cage fight between these two players, and CIW won more games than Morlokk, but Morlokk wasn't giving up at all. He really, really played. And if you look at the scores, I mean, in total, CIW has won 366 games against the head-to-head. Morlokk is 192. So CIW has been dealing quite a lot with Morlokk. So, but tonight Morlokk wasn't having it. So the white pieces where Morlokk was in the white pieces, and we have CIW in the black pieces. So E4 5. There we go. Whoa, boom. Definitely going for the attack. I've played this variation so many times, but got bored of it. You see, this is thing. You have to know what you're doing before you play these variations. You have to know what you're doing. See, it's been a long time since I've played all this. I know. Wow, look at the lines, man. Wow, wow. Go on. This is all book. You have to know what you're doing before you can play this variation. Oh my god, look at that. See, so if you look at it, if we really, I mean, this is just this. Oh, this is just unbelievable. If we just go back for a minute, I mean, look at this. Can you tell me that this is preparation? This is definitely book preparation because Papa he knows this line like the back of his palm. Look at it. Boom, boom, boom. Now, okay, Papa. Look at it. Papa. Oh my God, it's just unbelievable. Ah, oh my God, what a game! But kudos to you. This was a brilliant game. This was so brilliant. And look at it, and there's no attack. There's nothing you can do. I think in here, I don't know whether he lost on time, but what could he really do? Because even if he moves, I think maybe the time ran out here. But even if the time didn't run out, is there really anything that Black can really do to hurt? I don't think there's anything here because Black is already in trouble. So that was the game between Morlokk and CIW. Let's see. I want to see. We've got one of my colleagues here, Crazyberg. Okay, Crazyberg. Let's see. Did he beat? Let's see. Crazyberg and his game against Cho. This guy Cho, 22-7. Okay. Let's see. So Crazyberg was black and Choid, who's a rating of 2207, um, starts with the white. So Crazyberg is in black. Okay. Okay, here we go. Okay, going for this. He normally the style I've played against Crazyberg a couple of times. He normally will go for something like they take the bishop, cause a weakness, and put a bishop here. Attacking any form of weakness is his style. That's the kind of style. See what did I tell you? Exactly. I've studied this game many times. That's what it does. It creates a weakness and tries to attack it, but and I think Troy must have known, and that's why he's got this bishop here. But I'm not too sure if he wants to take it and open this. Let's see what it does. Okay. Okay. There we are. Uh-oh. You have to be careful here. Because there's a sack. There's a sack coming here. And if you look at black, I mean black is got the king protected. Knight protects here, bishop protects, pawn protects. And there's no other piece here. And he has got a knight here to threaten this. So and then we're looking at knight, queen takes, knight out. It's got enough pieces. Oh no, could even do this. So he has to be very careful. So let's see what he played. Yeah, he had to put the bishop there. So still went for it. King would have to move here. Boom. So what is he planning? Because after that, could he not play this? But then bishop takes. He plays pawn here, attacking queen and rook. If knight takes back, there's mate here. And if queen takes, knight takes, attacking. Oh, this is messy, messy, messy. It's okay. Boom. So it sacks. Okay. Oh. Oh my God! You have to know what you're doing when you're playing when you're playing a game like this. You need to know what you are doing. Boom! He goes for it, takes it. Yep. Boom, boom. Okay. Now it's now he's got two bishops, a knight, and a rook in hand. And here I would take white and black here any day, anytime. Now, and this is the reason why this knight is so important because it protects it. Because if not, if you look at the zombies or the pieces that white has in hand, He could drop a knight here, and if he takes, he could have dropped another one here. But the problem, or even dropping that here takes about a pawn here, and then before you know, you start putting out the king. But only two knights, but this bishop has been a pain. So this is a good defense piece here. So that's why I'll still go for black. So next move, he has to get rid of that bishop. He needs to get rid of that bishop. He moves, he goes in. Now still protecting these two places, but I won't even bother about that. I'll still go in. Boom. Okay, what's the kicking? Okay. Uh-oh. Take. See where this bishop is. Aha. This is how he escapes. And he has got a rook. Goes in. Now here we are. See, it's too late. That's why I said boom. It's just, oh my god, it's just useless. He hadn't got a rook, so that combination he did wouldn't work, and that's how he lost that game. Okay, let me see if I can also check. Let's see. I am. Oh, so Legion played, but I think Legion didn't get into the game until quite late. So Legion only played two games. Flourish. Flourish had a game over me because I didn't even get to move. So I didn't even move any piece in that game. I didn't know he had played. Let's see. Todov. Okay, I want to see Todov against Choi. So let's see how Todov did that. By the way, Todov is my brother, so and Todov is playing black. So let's see his game. So okay, Choi starts with a d4. Okay. Well, okay. See all these lines. You have to know what you're doing. Oh, okay. So how did he mess this up? Oh my god, this is a total mess up. I don't think Choi really know what he was doing here because this is a total mess up. Complete mess up. And he hasn't even got a rooks. No, this is complete mess. This is a complete mess. Complete mess. Oh my god, what a mate. That was a complete mess. Complete mess. And I think he messed it up from, let's see. Now here, I don't know what he was thinking of here. Because quickly, okay, takes that. Let's see what the computer's. So let me just go back one move and activate the computer. Now let's see here. So even the computer, see, even here, the computer doesn't even take knight takes. It says pawn takes. But so that means that wasn't sound. So it wasn't sound at all. And even here, so let's see. See, it says go back, but it didn't. It took that piece instead of going back. It pushes the pawn here, trying to get the king to come out and mate because of knight here. Pawn here, and then knight drops here. So he's seen it. So he didn't go for it. Okay, he moved. Okay, this was the fastest. I think he also must have missed this because Combina said Toto must have missed this too because he said play this here and you take, take, and king takes and watch this because this is a check. He has to take, but if he takes this, is mate here. So he says block with the queen, but it's still mate because it's still mate because he can't move the queen. Wow, well played, Toto. That was good. That was good. Okay. Okay, that's good. Let me see. I'll just probably take one more. I don't want to make it stay too long on here. So let's see. Neo Matrix. Have we got any? Okay, so let's look at Neo Matrix um, against International Master Odi Nobras. Okay. Odi Nobras. Okay, let's see. So Neo Matrix is a friend of mine. He's also from our Crazy House Chess Club in Nigeria, and he's playing the white pieces. And while he's such a very, very hard attacking player, so let's see. Play d4. Okay. I don't know why most people. I don't know why most people. I I think when I see a player play this against me, it's just a waste of work. Because normally I'm not really in my variation. I don't normally go for pawn turning. I don't know what I was looking at. Maybe knight, stopping that from coming here and attacking that. But okay, everyone has their style. So okay, and I'm always very careful here because if you play knight here, you see things like knight here attack, and then pawn here. So I just normally would, that's the best way to develop. Okay, yeah, yeah. Now the problem here is that this becomes a weakness, and once you put bishop here, you have to make sure that you cover. Don't just ignore it. Just don't say because this is protected. You have to make sure that you do um, protect this place. Although from I've just switched that off because the computer saying taking that, which is good because even if bishop takes, you take. It's gonna be a bit messy, but so let's see what Wally does. Yep, right move. He takes bishop takes, and then goes for this and that. So these two things are being attacked. And the good thing is that if bishop takes, knight takes back. If bishop takes, knight takes, and it's still attacking this. So at the moment, white is doing good, well developed. Bishop here, so attack, attack. So we've got a double attack here, and it's not gonna definitely not gonna push this because of knight takes. So it's a bit tricky. So let's see. Okay, now is this a good move? Because I'm thinking here, if I take knight takes knight attacks a queen, and he has to respond, or they can pawn takes pawn, then bishop takes pawn, check. But the problem is that bishop blocks, and if he takes, he has to think about his queen, and then boom, this goes. So I would normally, I would go for knight takes knights. Let's see what he playing. Boom, yep, very good. Knight takes knight. So knight takes knight, it takes, and now boom, here we go. In oh, this is bad. See, very bad. He played this so badly. Oh my God, this is a massacre. Just looking at it alone, this is a massacre. This was a quick and easy massacre. Oh my God. Let's just go through that again. That was just easy massacre. That's why I didn't like this move. I think it's a waste of time to me anyway. And meanwhile, he would play this video show so many times, so he knows I won't even entertain that anyway. So yeah, played exactly what I would have done, exactly the kind of moves I'm playing. And he just went for the attack. And that knight, I think this just messed up the game. This knight here was, let's see what the computer says. And here, the computer says VAT plus 15.6, 15.6 in favor of white. That's too much. That is just too much, too much. Okay, excuse me. And the game just went downhill from there. Boom, 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 back. Uh, that's it. Finished. Wow. And okay, what a game! What a game! So, guys, at least those are some highlights of some of the good games that were played tonight. And at the moment, I think I probably might do a separate video where I bring up the cumulative scores for the Grand Prix so that we can see who's leading. Um, but that will be at some point tomorrow. So if you joined me live, I want to say thank you. My name is ZGM Adet, real name David Adenaya from Chess Nigeria. And thank you very much for joining us. We still have a long way to go. We this International Crazy House season runs till July, and it was in a video. In one of our videos, I'll see if I can bring you up to date with what are some of the incentives that the players will be winning at the end of the season. If you're watching us from wherever you're watching us, thank you very much for joining us once again. It's CGM Adet from the Crazy House Chess Studio here in the Liverpool, United Kingdom. You take care. Bye. God bless. Bye bye.